guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the new Colourpop and Zoella collection. I do have to say the packaging on this collection is freaking adorable. It's breakfast themed, pancakes, waffles, eggs, and this is a freaking carton. We do have quite a bit of products in this collection. We have 3 lip kits that include a ultra matte lip liner. We have 2 Supernova liquid metallic shadows. We have a blush, a highlighter. We have 2 pencil liners and an eyeshadow palette. So there's a lot to get through today. So the first product I'm gonna get into is the blush and the highlighter. I love this compact so much. It's adorable. The blush is called Soulmate and it's this really beautiful, soft, matte baby pink. The highlighter is called Swipe Right and it's kind of, in the pan, it looks like a pretty neutral shade, but I am picking up a little bit of like a pinky sheen on it. So I'm really curious to see how that's gonna look on the skin. Going into the blush, I know my brush is huge, but I've actually been loving using like big fluffy brushes to apply blush, and I love it. Oh my god, this is such a cute color. I love me a matte blush, and this is a very adorable blushed pink. I'm a fan, and I definitely will be using this again 100%. And now let's get into the highlight. I'm very, very excited. I'm hoping... Oh! Ooh, okay, that's really interesting. I'm not getting any of that like neutral champagne-y gold. It's like full on like a pink sheen. It's a very interesting highlight. I don't know if you guys can see like how pink it is. It's actually really cute. I particularly don't always wear like pinky toned highlights. I like something a little bit more like blinding and champagne gold. I do think overall it's a really pretty highlighter. I just don't really see myself wearing a lot of tones like this. Pretty on top of a blush too. Kind of just like makes the blush pop a little bit more. Go ahead and do this side as well. It is quite luminous, but it's not like blinding. It doesn't put like a pop of highlight on your cheek, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just a really pretty glowy pink. This is a type of highlighter that I don't think I would put really above my brow, on my nose, or anywhere like that, because I feel like it might look a little bit like weird. I think it's the best on top of like blush on your cheeks, so I'm not going to put it anywhere else. So far between the highlight and the blush is my favorite. Now let's get into the eyes. This is the eyeshadow palette. It's called Brunch Date. I feel like I'm gonna be really repetitive, but I just really love the packaging. It's adorable. It's very aesthetically pleasing. I'm all about packaging. This is the colors inside. For the most part, it's a very neutral palette. If you take away this royal blue color, you have pretty much just neutral brown shades. I love neutral brown shades. I will never stop wearing neutral brown shades like all the time. So this palette is beautiful to me, but do I need this palette? Probably not. I probably have something very similar even from Colourpop with this color scheme, so it's not necessarily anything new or unique. But I mean, how many eyeshadow palettes can any company come out with that's going to be unique? Let's be real. We also have 2 eyeliner pencils, and we have 2 Supernova metallic shadows. I thought these were both the same. I thought they sent me 2 of the same colors, but upon further investigation, they are indeed different. This one is kind of like a rose gold metallic. This one is a little bit more taupey and has a lot more silver sparkle in it. So I'm really excited to see how these look on the eyes. Now I shall zoom you in. I'm gonna dip into maple syrup first. This is gonna be our first transition color. I'm just going to pop this right into my crease. Ooh, I may have picked up a little bit too much. I don't think I want to use the blue today. Just not in the mood for blue. I'm gonna go into the shade Americano. Ooh, yes, Americano, coffee. I'm also going to pop this into the crease and start deepening it up a little bit. I'm gonna go into the shade French Toast, and this is also gonna go into my crease, but I'm gonna keep it more on the outer part. This is a beautiful shade. It's like super rich, very pigmented. I'm taking the shade Maple Syrup, and I'm going to kind of smudge this on my lower lash line. Taking a little bit of French Toast, I'm going to deepen up kind of like only the outer parts of my lower lash line. I don't want to bring that too inward, forward, in. I'm gonna go into this shade. It's called Champagne Toast, and I'm gonna pop this on my brow bone, and this is also gonna go on the inner corners of my eyes. So let's start with the brow bone. Ooh! Oh, wow. That is blinding. That is glowy. Whoa, this is really pretty. And it's not even wet. I'm using this shadow dry, and it is popping like crazy. Look how pretty that is. So for the sake of also using one of these Supernova shadows on my lids, I think I'm going to not put any other shimmers on my eyes. I am going to be doing swatches of all the colors in the palette so you guys can see what they look like. But let's move on to these little liquid shadows. I'm kind of drawn to the shade OG. This is the one that had some of that like silver sparkle in it. You know, anything that sparkles, give it to me. So I think I'm going to pop this on my lids. I'm gonna go straight from the applicator and slowly build this up. I don't particularly like want a cut crease. So I'm gonna lay this down and then with a brush, I'm gonna go in and kind of like tap it out. And if I feel like I need to add more, I can go back and add a little bit more. Just a little bit in the center. That is beautiful. It definitely gives your eye that metallic, wet, sparkly look, and I'm very into that. So let's go ahead and do the other eye. I'm gonna go into the eye pencil. This is called Sincerely Yours, and I'm gonna use this to line my waterline. This is the more chocolatey brown shade. Love the brown in the waterline. Actually, I've been wearing a lot of eyeliners in my waterline lately. I don't know why, but I really been liking it a lot. I feel like it swatches a lot more pigmented and creamy on the skin. In the waterline, I feel like I had to just go a little bit more like back and forth just to make it like fully opaque, but it is super pretty. Now I'm gonna go into the shade XOXO, Gossip Girl. This is like a shimmery, sparkly black. It's super pretty. Oh wow, that is very creamy and very black. You don't get, is it shimmery? Does it have shimmer? It does look like it has a little bit of like shimmer, but it's so subtle. When you have it on, you don't really see it. And the black, it's not black black. It's kind of a dark brown gray black, but pretty much black, but different. Anyways, I'm gonna use this to kind of line my top lash line. I don't know if I want to bring it out to make a wing. I do just want to like add a little bit of something on my lids. So let me do that really quick. I need to get close up, so uno momento. Eyes are done. Now we move on to the last thing, which is lips. There are 3 lip kits and I am going to be swatching all of them on my lips. So let's get started. Those are all the lip products. I have to say I love all 3 shades. Obviously the first 2 shades are more up my alley, things that I see myself wearing more often, but this color is gorgeous and it makes your lips look like velvet. The mattes, they're all ultra mattes, but they all feel really, really good on the lips. I definitely recommend going 1 layer. You don't really need too many because they're pretty opaque, but this color is gorgeous. It's kind of like a strawberry red. It's not like a bright true red. They feel very smooth. There's no drying or cracking whatsoever. They look really good. I don't know if it's because I wore like a lip liner all over my lips and then put the ultra matte, so you really don't need a lot. So maybe that's one way to wear the ultra mattes. If you have trouble, if they're too drying, definitely put a lip liner down so you have kind of like a color and then throw the matte on top and you will just have a very beautiful matte lip. Of the 3 pencils, only one of them is new to the collection. The other 2 are pre-existing. The new one is called Little One, which goes hand in hand with the ultra matte lip in Little One. But yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there. So with the demo out of the way, now I'm gonna go ahead and swatch everything in the collection on my arm, so roll the clip. So before I leave you guys, I'm going to give you my final thoughts and kind of like my favorite products from the collection. Quality wise, I didn't have any problems with any of the products. So my top favorite has nothing to do with like how it performed, but it's just like my personal favorites, things that I see myself reaching for very often. The first thing is the blush in Soulmate. I actually really do love this blush and I can see myself reaching for this and using this very often. It's just a really pretty color. It's still on my cheeks. It's still popping. Love. Second, the eyeshadow palette. I actually really enjoyed this palette a lot, and although I have a lot of neutral colors, I really loved how it performed. I love all of those browns in my crease. It just looks really rich and beautiful. I had no problem with any of the shadows. Even the shadow that I use in my brow bone and inner corner, super blinding and metallic. So I'm very, very impressed with this. Of course, you know, it's not like the most necessary. I feel like most people may already have these colors in their collection. I really do like the Supernova shadows, are beautiful. I would recommend not layering them too much because they can get flaky. And I do like the eyeliners a lot too, but I feel like they're not as interesting as the lip products are to me, because you guys know, like, I love lip products, lip pencils, my favorite. That's kind of like my last pick, all 3 lip products. Overall, I really enjoyed this collection, from the packaging to the products, and if you really wanted to pick something up, I definitely do recommend it because everything performed really well. However, if you feel like you maybe own something very similar to this collection already, that is totally up to you. I'm just here to give you guys like the 411 on every collection. Of course, it goes without saying, to each their own. If something catches your eye, definitely that's up to you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very helpful. Let me know what you guys think about this collection. And as usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, Makeup by Jesi. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. And also hit that little bell so you're notified every time I do post a new video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!